Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I do for myself. I record it and I release it because maybe somebody else out there could get something out of it. It just so happens that I love God and I love theology. I want to become a better principled person. That's why I study. Anyway, for those of you just tuning in, I focus out of three major religious texts: the Bible, the Quran, and I'm in an introductory Buddhist text called The Shape of Suffering. And it deals with dependent co-arising. Without no this, there's no that. And everything we say and do has an effect on our senses, good or bad. That's just to give you an idea. Love yourself. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. No one. No one. But if you come to God's team, at least try to be better. But you might have issues that you deal with for the rest of your life. But if you choose God this day, He'll help you get through it, None of us get away from our consequences. None of us, We all have to deal with our consequences, good or bad, regardless whether we love God or not. I'm back in the rotation for the Bible. And so I'm coming out of Mark chapter 5, and I'm going to pick it back up at verse 11. Chapter 5, verse 11. It goes all the way through 43, but I don't know if I'll get that far. Okay? But I'll let you know when I end. The last verse that I read. Now there was there nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding. And all the devils besought him, saying, Send us into the swine, that we may enter into them. Now, you have to go back to yesterday's discussion, okay? Because the Lord cast out demons, okay? Yesterday, but anyway. And forthwith Jesus gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000 and were choked in the sea. That's a lot. 2,000 demons. Can you imagine 2,000 demons jumping into animal and then running down the street and jumping into the sea now? Where is the sea? Over there. And they that fed the swine fled, and told it in the city and in the country. Let me say that again. And they that fed the swine fled, and told it in the city and in the country. And they went out to see what it was that was done. And they come to Jesus and see him that was possessed with the devil. And he had the legion sitting and the clothed and in his right mind. And they were afraid. So the man that he cast the demon out of, the old monster, scary guy, he didn't have no demon in him anymore. God cast him out. Cast him out. And so he was sitting there when the people came and looked and seen that he was in his right mind. He was, And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray with him to depart out of their coast. He said, Jesus, they told him after them swine jumped off the daggone cliff, 2,000 of them. Somebody lost their profits, their money, and everything. They told Jesus, you got to go. You got to go, bud. And when he was coming to the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed him that he might be with him. Howbeit Jesus suffered him not, but saith unto him, Go home to thy friends and tell them how great things the Lord hath done for thee, and hath had compassion on thee. He said, no, man, no. Just because I cast demon out, you don't mean that you're going to be traveling with me, dude. But go home and show everybody that you have some sense now. And he departed and began to publish in Decapolis forgive me if I said it wrong. How great things Jesus had done for him. And all men did marvel. I'm only going to read a little bit more. And when Jesus was passed over again by ship unto the other side, much people gathered unto him, and he was nigh unto the sea. Let's keep talking about that sea over there. Where's that sea at? Where's our sea over there? Where are there seas over there? And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet, and besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at the point of death, and I pray thee come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and she shall live. And Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, he had suffered many things of many, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. But when she had heard that Jesus came in the press behind, when she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind and touched his garment. I know it sounds weird, but this, I'm reading it exactly how it says. I know it sounds strange. For those of you who said she can't read, no, I can't read. But guess what? This is how it reads. You know, I'll put myself out there looking dumb, okay? But I'm okay with that. For she said, If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed in the plague. Hallelujah, Father. Hallelujah. I'm going to stop it right there on 29. We're going to pick it back up later. Hallelujah, Father. Hallelujah.